Okay, so in this video we'll be talking about the object snap settings. The object snap settings is somehow related to the properties of of our geometrical objects. So such as this, if we click this, you see here we have endpoints, midpoints, centers, the quadrant, the tangents, and also many others. So you will notice this object snap wherein, let's say if we have this object and let's say I want to continue or creating a line or maybe a circle. I want to create a circle, a center radius. I want to specify the center right here at the endpoint. So if I put my mouse cursor right here, you can see that there is some markers, a square mark, and that's going to be my snap for the endpoints of that object or of that line, because it is turned on. So let's say the midpoint. If I want to create the center of the circle at this midpoint, then you will also see a snap for this midpoint. So that's a triangular mark, right? So the point is the object. We have this. Any objects, they have properties such as endpoints and midpoint centers and also many others. Like for example, the circle. For a circle, you have, if I want to create a line right at the center, then you see here a mark that is a circular mark. It's just simply because the OSNAP setting is turned on for the endpoint, midpoint, and center. Right. So if it is off, let's say I turn this off. I just click that. So click it until it turns off. So if it is off, then you see that if I let's say I want to create a line right at the center of that circle, it doesn't show any marks. It's because it is turned off. So I have to turn it on so that I can automatically I can snap some objects or some points. Okay, and the shortcut for that, you can see here the OSNAP. It says F3. So if I press F3, it's right now it's off, and if I press F3 again, it's turned on. Right. So endpoints refers to the ends of it can be a line or maybe let's say a square. So the points right here, it will be an endpoint or any polygon. Right. So you see here, so that's the endpoints. But for circles we don't have endpoints. Okay, midpoint. The midpoint is right where in between of, let's say we have this length, so that's in between, and right here we have this mark, midpoint mark. Right here we also have midpoint mark. Okay, what else? The center. So the center appears only for circles and for arcs. Let's say I have these arcs, so it's not a complete circle, but it has a center point as well. So OSNAP for centers. Okay, what else? A node is, if we have a point, then that's going to be a node. For a quadrant, that means that's the 90 degrees of a circle. Let's say right here. So the quadrant snap settings, quadrant right here, another quadrant, and another quadrant also. So let's try here. So you see it's also a quadrant. So I guess this is as long as you have, or maybe in reference to this 90 degrees of these coordinate systems, right? So that's the quadrant. And intersection means that if we have two objects or two lines, the intersection point, that's gonna be the intersection snaps or OSNAP. Also right here, so that's gonna be OSNAP. So we'll check. So right now it's not there's no intersection mark that appears. It's because it's turned off. So I have to turn this on. Click this. So now you see intersection right here. You also see intersection right here. Okay, so whatever you need, you just have to turn this or to click this on and off. But also perpendicular. So the perpendicular is, let's say I want a line that's perpendicular to this. So if I don't have that mark, then I don't know which point that will give me a perpendicular orientation. So I have to turn this on. Okay, so perpendicular, and also let's turn this on, the tangent. So for the line, so whenever I see this mark, then I'm sure that's gonna be 90 degrees, right? For the tangent, so let's say I want my line to be tangent to this circle. So here it is. So it appears here, so that's gonna be my point of tangency. Okay, so that's what the OSNAP settings can actually do. So you can also try to click this OSNAP. Right, so the drafting settings for the OSNAP. So you can also click here, or you can also just click here, or you can just press F3 for turning it on and turning it off.